Addressing the opening session of the World Export Development Forum 2016 at the BMICH in Colombo today, Prime Minister Wickremesinghe stressed on the importance of trade agreements to make Sri Lanka's export competitive and secure better market access.
On Saturday, I am leaving Sri Lanka to go to Brussels to renegotiate the GSP+. But unlike 2002, when growth depended only on Europe, the shift is coming to Asia. So we look at three important agreements. With India, the Economic and Technology Cooperation Agreement. This will enable us to have closer cooperation with India, especially with the 5 southern states. We are working and negotiating another FTA with Singapore, triangular arrangement that we will have between our 3 countries. Later on, we will also negotiate free trade agreements with the other Bay of Bengal countries. For Bay of Bengal will be a fast-growing area with fast-growing incomes in the coming 20 to 30 years.
It is very important for developing economies to actively join in the regional economic integration efforts. To promote e-commerce is also very important for the exports of developing countries. China is a strong supporter of the ITC, and we wish to join hands with ITC in assisting developing countries in their effort to grow more trade for success. And China is very faithful in working with you and your colleagues to bring projects to a great success.
Arantxa Gonçalves, Chief Executive of the International Trade Center, said this forum will focus on inclusive growth for small and medium-scale enterprises, connectivity, competitiveness and market access.
We are going to be looking at digital trade, which offers a great potential for connecting the unconnected, and through that generate better quality jobs. This is where ITC, together with Alibaba, will be launching a new document, a new study, a publication to help businesses tap into the Chinese e-commerce market. We are also going to be looking at standards and regulations, which is what matters for businesses to connect with international trade. For trade to be truly inclusive, we need to ensure that women and youth are also part of international trade. The world's economic center of gravity is returning to Asia. By 2030, an estimated 2/3 of the global middle classes will be here in Asia. But we need to ensure everybody shares in this process. The heart of Indian Ocean maritime routes, Sri Lanka is strategically located between today's growth poles in the East and South Asia and tomorrow's growth poles in Africa. Sri Lanka cannot miss this opportunity to return to its rightful place in the trading routes.
President Maithripala Sirisena attended the evening session of the World Export Development Forum 2016.
A new trade policy is being formulated, which focuses on reducing the anti-export bias in our policies. Para-tariffs are being reviewed, and the central bank will manage the exchange rate flexibility while avoiding high volatility. If you look at the South Asian countries in the SAARC, Sri Lanka is far behind others in working out duty-free or preferential market access to other countries.